Guys, how are you today? So for those of you who saw my last video, you know that I used to have a 1999 Mercury Villager. It's gone already. A couple things went wrong with it and I got this new one. It's a 2002 Mercury Villager. It's the same on the interior, so I'm not going to go in depth with it again, but I'll show you the outside. Just a quick walk around. And then from there we will go for a short drive. This has 98,590 miles on it. Okay, and here we go. I really wish the weather out here was a lot nicer than it is right now. Crappy fall day. I like fall too, it's the sad part. But it's just so crappy today. Mounted controls. It's a very quiet car. Certainly quieter than my old one. Even though it's a crappy day, I kind of like taking the video right now because you're not experiencing any glare while I show you, what's going on the road and the gauges and parts of the dash. I love my Mercuries, and I definitely love the Mercury Villager. I don't care what anyone says about it or about me owning it. I love it. And for me being in college, taking all my friends everywhere, it's a nice car to have. It really is. I'd recommend any Ford vehicle over any other vehicle. I mean, come on, Ford was the only one who survived the recession. Not that... That means they're financially responsible, we'll put it that way. And honestly, I think if they're financially responsible, their technology can be trusted. But that's my opinion. I really like how Mercury did the Sport edition of the Villager too for the 2002 year, because if you ever see the interior of a Mercury Mountaineer or a Mercury Cougar, which are, I mean, the Mercury Mountaineer is an SUV, but the Cougar especially is a sports car, you'll actually notice that the design of the gauges and the instruments are actually the exact same, which I think for putting that on a minivan, that's actually kind of cool. The Villager, this Villager actually has a very sporty design to it. Also, hence the gray interior. It is cloth interior, but I prefer cloth over leather, to be quite honest with you. Only because when it's cold, the leather is freezing, and when it's hot, you burn your butt off. So, and it doesn't, the leather tends to absorb heat and cold a lot more than cloth does, actually making the inside of the car much colder or hotter than it is with cloth interior. At least that's what it feels like to me. Sky's pretty dark. It's cold outside, but I guess the leaves and the grass and the trees and all that make it actually kind of pretty outside. But I personally am a fan of warmer weather, but I love October at the same time. It's weird. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the short little drive. Leave any comments if you have any questions or anything relating to a Villager or anything like that. I'm not an expert on cars, but I am an expert on Mercuries. Hope you all have a good day. Take care, everybody.